Hello.
And welcome to The Funnel. I'm Sam.
And I'm Mike.
And today, we are testing face coverings and how they protect you and the people around you. And although I'm a 13-year-old boy, I am not a scientist. We made this guy by drilling holes in the top, back, and front of his head. The holes in the front of his head is where he's going to breathe out. There's holes in the nose and in the mouth. In the back of his head, we've attached a shop vac so we can shoot air through the front of his face. We've also drilled a hole in the top of our head. In the top of his head, not our head.
No.
We're going to be putting charcoal on the top of his head and covering up the top so that he will blow charcoal dust out of his mouth so we can see if the mask is able to contain it.
So, you should see where the charcoal goes when it comes out of his mouth. And let me just tell you, if you want to make a really big mess, buy a foam head and drill holes into it and watch all the little pieces of foam go everywhere.
Yeah.
Let's get started.
And now we will have our lovely assistant Brinley bring us our first mask. We have the plastic face covering. I've heard people mention that this is supposed to be better than the cloth face masks, and
There's some debate.
yeah.
Who really knows?
But we're about to find out.
We're not scientists, but hopefully this will help shed some light on the situation. I am going to be wearing this super stylish rubber glove because I am in charge of our charcoal dust. We're just going to put a little bit of it down here, just like so. I don't think we need a tremendous amount, but that ought to do. We are going to wear our safety glasses. There we go. And I'm going to place my hand over the top of the head hole. Remember, your face shield at home may not work if you don't have your hand over your blowhole. So good luck with that.
I'm going to turn it on for just 1 second, so it's like a short breath.
Yep. Sam's going to hit the shop vac. Let's go.
3, 2, 1. He blew out some of the bigger pieces of charcoal really quick right there.
It should be noted that all of the pieces that he blew out bounced off the face shield as we would have expected and fallen mostly behind him here. There's a couple that fell in front, but most of all the dust is behind him. I know it's hard to see from that angle, but that is what happened.
Let's go for a longer breath.
1 second here before you do that. Why don't I add a little bit more of the charcoal dust, and then say you're outside doing something exhausting, maybe, I don't know, you're doing some yard work, whatever, and you're wearing your face shield, and you want to make sure it stays covered. So go ahead, Sam. Let's see what it does.
Longer breath. It blew some out the bottom there, but most of it was able to stay in.
Yeah. Pretty much directly in front is mostly clean. There's a couple things that have bounced around and flew. You'd have to be pretty aggressive in your breathing to get anything past this. So it looks like it holds up pretty well.
Yeah.
Let's see how it compares to the next one.
All right, Brinley, give us our next mask.
All right.
Here we have the basic masks. These are some of the most common that you will see when you are out and about. Let's put it on him. You can get that side there.
All right, get that over his ear. Looks professional. It's covering. Everything's good.
Let's be safe.
Yes, very much so.
Put some charcoal powder on the top of his head.
Here we go. It looks like crushed up Oreos. It is not. But that would be delicious.
You normally don't want Oreos flying out of your mouth. You would like them to go in.
Yeah. All right. Here it is. Sam, do the honors.
One quick breath. It kind of blew off the front a little bit, and some came out the top, like when near the eyes and nose.
Yeah, definitely could see it come around a little bit out of the top part.
But it does seem to be... Oh, actually, if you look at the front here, you can see some black charcoal coming out where the nose was.
Yeah, and on the inside of the mask, obviously, you can see pretty much caught most of everything. This worked just as well. I mean, the face shield allowed it to fall down. This caught everything pretty much, so Does it work better? I don't know. I think we should give it a harder test. Let's
do that.
Yes.
Add some more charcoal.
Excruciating work.
All right. 3, 2, 1.
All right. Now, if you are a hard blower, it's going to expose your nose. And you see this all the time everywhere you go. Somebody's nose is popping out. They're wearing their mask. But, yeah, definitely.
Let's take a look at the inside of the mask. And
immediately on the mask, you can see it's super dark on the outside here. So the charcoal has come through quite a bit. And
on the inside, it's even worse.
Oh, yeah. But that's where you want it, I guess. I mean, if you're trying to keep germs or whatever inside your mask, it doesn't appear that this is all that bad.
On the zoom-in camera, you do get a nice shot of the absolute horror on his face.
Yes. He's been through something. He has.
This one let more out than the other one.
Yeah. I don't know. It seemed to. Definitely in front of it. If you were directly in front of another person and they had the face shield, you would get less on you than you would with this, that's for sure. But again, not scientists.
Brinley will now give us our next mask.
Thank you.
This is a store-bought cloth mask. I've seen a few of these all out and about. It's just basic blue. It's stretchy.
Yeah. Nothing too special about it. I've seen a lot of these. But we're going to see how well this guy works out.
Seems a bit looser than the other one, but
it is. I've doubled mine up a little bit on this side, which you can. I guess everybody's head's different.
Yeah.
But why don't we get started?
Yeah.
A little bit of the charcoal powder.
Take some safety precautions.
Oh, yeah.
Precautions.
There we go. Boom. And Sam, would you like to do the honors?
One quick blow. Whoa! A lot came out of the top of the mask where the eyes and nose are.
Yeah, definitely. It shot right up out of the top where the other one, and I'll tell you what the difference might have been. That the
other one had like a nose, it had like a little metal pipe thing, like pipe cleaner on the inside where you could bend it around your nose.
Yeah, exactly.
And this one does not.
Yeah.
So it blew a lot out of the top.
Came right out the top. Again, is that going to go and get germs on somebody? Maybe, I don't know. Who knows?
Well, let's add some more charcoal and we'll go for a longer breath.
I will do that, but first I want to take a quick look at something here, because I can see, and I think you can see a little bit on the closer camera.
It did come out the front part right where the nose is a little bit.
Just with the small breath, it's definitely darker right here already. And when you open it up, well, yeah, the inside is just full of chunks and everything. So that's, you can see all that bit of a mess. But let's strap them back on. Try again. Wait.
Add some more charcoal. Yeah.
I should probably put a little bit more of this in it. On a side note, if you want to make your wife angry, start dumping charcoal all over. So, I love you. You're beautiful. Ready, set, go. Go. Okay, more than any of the others, I felt that hitting me like crazy. I got charcoal all over me.
It's a lot.
Yes, very much.
Let's take the mask off and...
Again, even more. Super dirty there. Wow. The mask caught quite a bit. There's a lot of stuff there.
This is one of the most comfortable masks, too. So.
Yeah, it breathes right through the nose quite a bit. It's pretty dark there. Is something getting through there? Who knows? But interesting.
Yeah.
All right.
Brinley will now give us the next mask. This is a homemade cloth mask. Nothing special about it. Just like what you would feel a quilt would be made out of. I don't know what type of fabric it is, but it does have a more firm fabric up at the top where your nose would go. Let's put it on.
Again, you can tell we're not scientists. So this would go on something like this. You could tell immediately.
There is no bottom strap. It just hangs on from the top. Like, there's no bottom strap even attached to it.
Mm-hmm. And it's pretty loose. I feel like, just like the other one, it might have some blowing up into your eyes. But I don't know.
I guess we'll see.
Yeah. Did I put any in there? I'm gonna put a little bit more powder in here. There we go. And Sam, let's see what we got.
One quick breath. Well, not a lot happened.
No, it did get some popped up through the eyes there. The outside of the mask, you can see just a touch right there that's dirty coming out through the nose hole. But not super dirty.
Well,
we can, on the outside anyway. The inside does catch some stuff, which is good on any of the masks. That's what you want, right? But when you see it start to appear on the outside, I don't know. It makes me wonder, but what do I know? Why don't we try for a longer breath?
All right, add some more charcoal.
Alrighty, more charcoal it is.
All right, that was a good amount.
That was, all right. And here we go, 3, 2, 1.
So, that was probably one of the worst ones yet.
Yeah, I don't know if you can tell,
But that was not good.
but I am just covered with charcoal now.
Yeah.
Not,
It blew up this part of the mask like that.
did it?
It did,
I didn't
yeah.
even look because
It
I was
was
trying
blowing
to...
up the mask like this, so it was completely open.
Yeah? Oh, perfect.
Well,
Perfect.
let's take a look at the inside.
Take a look at that. If you can see the inside of this, it is pretty dirty. Looks like...
The outside is also pretty dirty.
Yeah, it looks like skid marks right down the middle. This guy, he's got some issues. There you go.
Yeah.
So, we have one more to try, and it's one that I see on a regular basis.
All right, Brinley will now bring us the next face covering. This is just a shirt.
Exactly. A lot of people do this. When they go into a store, they forget their mask, they do whatever. They just pull their shirt up and walk around with their shoulders kind of up high and their shirt doing this. Is that a good idea for a mask? We're about to find out. Sam.
All right, let's find out how we're gonna put this on.
Yeah, we're going to have to go from underneath as if he's already wearing a shirt.
Like he should be when going into a store.
Yeah, or
That's
doing
good
most
advice.
things. Good idea is to wear a shirt pretty
Yeah.
regularly. We're going to make the rest of this his body. There we go. And
What message we do want to get across from this video is that you should wear a mask when going out in public.
yes,
Always bring a mask wherever you're going.
if for nothing more, out of courtesy for those, if you're going to a store, you're doing something, if all the employees have to wear one all day long, just put one on. It's not very hard. Unless you have a medical thing, I don't know, but I don't want to get on all that. Anyway, here is the t-shirt. Sam? Here we go. This is our last mask for Breathin' Barry. Let's see how well it does.
One quick breath.
Oh!
So, that was one of the worst ones yet.
So, right away you can tell it doesn't hold up a lot. That's why you see everybody walking around with their hand up like this as they're doing it, which then impedes your vision. You're liable to run right into somebody. But in this case, it shot right down off there because he doesn't have no hands. And they couldn't hold anything up. You can see the inside is a bit dirty. Not super dirty. The outside is more dirty than the inside. To be honest, I'm guessing the rest of it fell down and is probably collecting into his belly button right now.
That's cool.
That's cool. But that's what happens, I guess, if you, with a short breath, we're going to need to see.
Yeah, put more.
Okay.
This is the rest of the charcoal, as this is our last mask. It's not even a mask.
It's a shirt. I'm going to put my finger here to simulate
Holding
him
up the-
holding his shirt up. Because I would assume he'd do that. He seems like a bright guy, except for the hole in his head.
Yeah. We drilled a hole in his head and we found out he has no brain. 3, 2, 1. Well, there was a huge cloud of charcoal that blew out. Like, a lot.
I don't know if you can see my hand,
Holy crap!
but I got dirty. Okay, this, if we prove nothing more, than any of this stuff. A shirt over your nose is not an effective mask.
Shirts were not designed to keep in viruses.
Which is really weird because the face shield, the homemade mask, the store-bought little cheap mask, and the store-bought cloth mask, all of them held up okay as far as getting stuff out. Like not as much came out. The shirt though, I am just filthy. My hand just for holding that over. So even just to keep your hands clean, maybe you don't want to just use the shirt method so your hands don't get dirty. But
anything's better than nothing.
Exactly. Do something, and by all means, do your own research and listen to whoever you should listen to, not to us.
I just dumped charcoal all over the floor.
That's great. But this is a big mess that somebody is going to have to clean up. I've got to go get a shower.
Well, if you would like to see more videos like this, make sure to like, comment, and subscribe so we know that you want us to keep making videos.
Thanks for watching!